All right, y'all. Welcome back to Relationship Wise. What is this, episode 3? Something like that. Um, to get us started, fam, I'm your host Terrell, and I'm here with
Tasia.
right. So make sure y'all subscribe to the channel or our YouTube channel and leave us 5-star review on all audio platforms, Spotify, where else? Apple Podcasts, et cetera, So I just want to kind of recap about our week. I want to talk a little bit about the communication issue we have with AT&T this week and how much it was of an inconvenience. So my wife told me that we got a text from AT&T.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well,
let's see.
you got the text because
Okay, from yesterday it says it's AT&T. We apologize for Thursday's outage, which may have impacted you. As a value customer, your connection matters, and we are committed to doing better. Yeah,
I thought that they were gonna send us a text message saying like, when it said as a value customer,
yeah,
here's $50, here's
yeah.
$100.
Yeah, here's a day or two off your bill. Like, I need what the hell? Like,
But
I
they
really
probably not gonna
need.
do that because, and they probably if the people call in and ask for it.
Yeah,
Because if you think about it, it was like what 75,000
people.
people.
Yeah,
They probably don't want to give free bill for 70,000 people.
I mean, y'all could suffer
But
a day. Go ahead though.
I don't know when it's gonna come out. It's probably gonna come out soon. This episode.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It'll
gonna.
probably come out by the time around the time our bill is due.
I mean, like it's gonna come out like recently,
Yeah.
like enough time for. Because I'm about to say, or what I was about to say is, they probably not gonna want to give it, but all 75,000 y'all need to go ahead and call AT&T
Mm-hmm.
and get y'all credit.
Time out 75,000 of us because we was affected too. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, of us. Get y'all credit.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people, even though it was just our personal phones,
Yeah,
but you could imagine these small businesses who like do like e-commerce and stuff.
yeah,
They and it I think it was only not only, but it wasn't only wireless. It was also some internet issues too.
yeah.
So you can imagine a small business who, if for example, if it was my
AT&T.
business,
Yeah,
and I'm luckily being at AT&T, but if we had AT&T Wi-Fi,
right. Mm-hmm.
I would have been shit out of luck. Can't run a website. If I had a business phone that was connected to AT&T, can't communicate, look at my
Right.
orders, or
Yeah, it'd have been a whole shit
communicate
show.
with do customer service. Like that's a big inconvenience for some companies. And then they didn't get it back on until like noon.
1:30, 2 o'clock.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
so that's a whole day wasted. That
Mhm.
now you probably have to do overtime in your business because you got to catch up for all them hours that you lost out on.
Right.
Y'all
Right.
call AT&T and get y'all credit because
Yeah.
we finna get ours.
We need something because we need some form of compensation because how the hell, bro? Like the only way I was about to survive was on Wi-Fi. I got lucky because my job provides me with Wi-Fi,
Yeah,
so I
you
was able
got
to
lucky.
communicate here and there. But
My job don't have Wi-Fi.
Mhm.
So, and it's not, I'm not even upset about that because I'm working and I've been reading into books lately. So my book entertained me.
Right.
But the fact that I'm out here driving
Mhm.
with no communication, like I could call 911, but what if I got in a car accident, God forbid,
Mhm.
got into a car accident or something? Only person I can call is 911.
Right.
I can't call my husband because his phone not working.
Exactly.
Can't call this. I can call my mama because I had her work phone number. And luckily I still have that in my phone. I haven't called her work phone in so long.
Right.
But that's a safety issue. You can't call no friends or family. Let them know, hey, I'm in an accident. Oh, I'm being rushed to the hospital. Or like, it's crazy.
Extremely crazy. Extremely crazy because, like you said, like any number of things could have happened. And I would have had to wait for help to arrive, try to get somebody to use their phone, any number of things. So it was a hell of an inconvenience. And AT&T, y'all got to tighten up, bro. Y'all got to do.
But a lot of people are
better.
saying that it's a whole cyber attack thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then like, I don't know if you've seen a video that my mom sent you.
No, I ain't see it. I mean, I heard part of it when you was playing it at work, but I
yeah,
ain't hear
basically
it.
saying that, you got to be careful with the technology and stuff, and like even I don't know if that was associated with that, but or did I see it on social media or was it a part of that video? I can't remember. But it was like this black girl, she was talking about she has a Tesla and it was like 0-degree weather where she was. She needed to charge her car. So she drove to the nearest charging station near her to charge the car, which had like 10 stations. And only one of them worked. So a lot of people was out there stranded, cars not charging. They had tow trucks out there to kind of help them. But like, if I ever thought that I wanted an electric car, I definitely don't want it now, which I never did. Because, and then if you ever, what's that show you watch?
Black Mirror?
No. The long movie that had a horrible ending.
A long movie that had a horrible. Who was in it? Give me a person.
I don't remember her name.
What does she look like?
Is this the world? The world.
Oh man, I know what you're talking about. The movie on Netflix with Julia Roberts and Mahershala Ali.
That movie. If y'all know what we're talking about, that movie.
That movie.
So y'all remember that part in that movie when the Teslas was driving themselves?
Yeah, I remember that
and crashing and stuff. Imagine, because they saying that the government trying to take control of us and whatever. So imagine you in this Tesla driving, and then all of a sudden that you just start going in the wrong direction.
Right.
Like they trying to kill us all. They're gonna kill everybody with a Tesla first because they're gonna hijack that thing.
Yeah.
So if you had a Tesla, reconsider. Or I hope you got a gas car. Something.
Listen, as a backup. The name of the movie, by the way, is Leave the World Behind.
Yeah.
Leave the World Behind. Yeah. I
mean, not book, because it is a book, but
that movie was quite interesting.
Yeah, that's what that's the reason why they put out that movie to show us, hey,
it's coming.
Just trying to let you know we can do that.
That was the government sending us like a little wink, like just know what time it is.
Knock out everybody's service.
Yeah,
knock out everybody's phone service is crazy.
Yeah, and AT&T done sent this weak ass text. Man, look, fuck all that.
I want a credit.
But you say it again?
I say I want a credit. I almost wish I had a business phone because I want 2 months credit.
Fact. Something. I need some kind of compensation. But nah, man, that shit crazy. That shit crazy. So on a lighter note, let's talk, or let's have a thread about some of the weirdest rumors that you've heard about yourself, right? So let me see. Hold on 1 second, y'all. So the first one I got, right? It says,
You reading a thread, or is something a rumor that you heard about you, Terrell?
Well, I'm reading a thread. It's a Reddit thread. I'm reading from the thread.
Oh, okay. Because when you sent that to me, I was like, I don't know. The rumors ain't never got back to me, so I don't know.
yeah. I feel you. No, but it's a funny thread, right? So, let me start. So the first one says, I moved away from my hometown during the summer between 7th and 8th grade. Only a couple of friends even knew I was going to be moving. But I came back a year later to visit family and saw some friends, and they said that they heard that I had killed my parents and then disappeared. Kind of crazy what kids think of, right? That's like really, like I killed my parents.
7th to 8th graders?
Yeah.
The imagination of kids.
For real. I wonder, this got to be a white family, because ain't no way, like, black people ain't thinking this crazy. But nah,
some black people are.
True.
I don't think I would have, but because I know as a Pisces, my imagination be I just be in my own world.
Yeah.
But I don't think I would think something so dramatic as that. Like,
so
what?
Egregious. Yeah, in fact.
Why he couldn't just move? Like, he had to kill his parents. So how he moved then?
Right.
Who he moved with? Who came and got him? He in 7th to 8th grade. They
didn't understand the concept of jail. Like, I don't know. Oh, who knows? Kids be just saying all kind of dumb shit. So, I mean, maybe they were just like, nah, he must have killed his parents. So we ain't see him ever since. You know, like some faulty ass stupid logic. But kids be making up stuff, right? So yeah, what's the weirdest rumor you've heard about yourself? I was out of school for a week in third grade. And by the end of the week, I was getting lots of voicemails on our home phone from classmates, friends, and parents of friends saying they hope I get better. One call included my best friend sobbing about how much she loves me and that she heard I'm not going to make it. I had head lice. My mom called the school and just said that I would be gone for quote medical reasons. Third graders come up with some pretty extreme conclusions, my dude. Could you imagine for lice? For lice is why.
Funny.
Granted, she mom probably didn't want to be embarrassed, so she said, "All right, let me just say medical reasons."
Well, why not just say lice? When chickenpox was a thing in our generation, when we was younger, you just say you went out for chickenpox. Like, what's the medical reason?
Maybe she didn't want to be embarrassed. I don't know.
Because what do you get lice for? Being dirty?
I assume so. I don't know. I don't get lice. I never had it. So
if that's the case, I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But if you get lice from being dirty, then I can see why she said medical reason.
Yeah, but she definitely had that medical reason. So that's wild. Let's see. The next one says,
"Is he dying?" What? Right. And it's the fact that it said they was calling his home phone. So their parents, not the kid with lice, but his friends' parents allowed them to use the phone and call them weeping on the phone.
I mean, he was out for a week, so they thought it was dramatic.
The adult and say, like, the parent just thought it was okay. That means the parent had to believe it too. That something happened to the kid.
Yeah, the mom did say medical reasons. So
the mom could have disclosed to the teacher what it was.
Yeah.
And then the teacher could have disclosed to the student saying medical reasons. And then saying, oh, it's not something serious. He just has to stay home for a while, then he'll be bad. Like, that could have been avoided.
It could have.
I could imagine if my child was out.
Yeah.
I don't know what they got nowadays out here, but out for something. Or what if I lied to our kids' teachers?
Yeah.
They out for a week and I said it's for medical reasons. Here we are up in Alaska, traveling the world. And then we come home to messages of kids weeping on the phone, talking about something. Oh, I hope you feel better. And it'll be a joke. We will all laugh.
We would. We definitely would. But nah, that's crazy. All right. So the next one says that a woman says that I was pregnant and my parents had disowned me. I hadn't even had sex yet. I moved away for university and talked to my mom weekly, if not more. I guess my great aunt needed some gossip fodder and my name popped up. She didn't realize she was talking to my mom's friend. So basically, great aunt.
Oh, so it's gossip that she was pregnant.
And her parents disowned her. So the great aunt made up the rumor and told her friends, not realizing that it would get back to her mom. Wild.
Wow, because you lost me there. I was like, she pregnant and she ain't have sex. I'm like, how that happen?
Right. but that's the thing. She just made up some rumor, like. But remember, it's rumors about yourself. Weirdest rumors you heard about yourself, which is crazy as hell. Right. So the next one says, my mom was talking to a coworker. They mentioned another coworker, and he said that she always feels awkward around you, my mom, because she slept with your son, his name, and said the boy's name. Right? Naturally, she felt a little weird finding that out. One day we were hanging out. She brought it up to me, and so I asked who it was. Turns out I didn't even recognize the name. I looked her up and never even seen her. So I have someone lying about she slept with me, and my mom had heard it. Could you imagine a coworker said
of your mom
saying I slept with your son, da 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 da. His name's Johnny, for example. Or I slept with Johnny, da 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 da. But she's always like nervous around the mom, so she don't necessarily want to bring it up to her. But then she eventually it comes out and da 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 da. And your mom bring it up to you like, oh, did you sleep with Karen, Johnny? He like, what? Who is Karen? Let me look her up. I've never seen this lady before.
What is the age group of this whole scenario? Because when I say a kid, I'm thinking he got to be like 18 or something. But I'm sure he's an adult.
This one is an adult. It looked like it's an adult. Like he had to be. He probably was in his like mid-20s, 30s, maybe something like that. So, but I know his mom would have probably been like, "What
but how people make up these stories?
I don't know, babe. That's a good question.
Like how? Like I don't even know you, lady, and you bringing me into your foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
Just say you don't like my mama. That's it. Like
facts. Right. So weirdest rumors that you've heard about yourself. Somebody who I went to elementary school with told me that they thought I was so tall as a kid because they thought my mom had died when I was when I was at a young age, and somehow I had turned the grief into my size. My mom is still alive and well, FYI. What? That doesn't even make sense. Your kids be tripping. Funny enough, the response to this said, backed by science. Like it's your kids be coming up with...
I'm going to get my kid to write a book.
Right? Mm-hmm. All type of craziness, man.
It may not be published, but he going to write a book. He or she going to write a book. And it's going to be the most comical thing ever. I promise you. Yeah. Because kids and their imaginations.
Right. I'm telling you, they really be tripping. They really be tripping. Go ahead and read the next one, baby.
It's this one that says, I have a friend.
Mm-hmm.
So the next one says, I have a friend who in middle school got into a fight with a boy and punched him in the gut. A week later, the boy was diagnosed with leukemia. We joke about how he punched him so hard,
right,
and that he gave him cancer. The boy lived and all's well, mostly, and they're decent friends now. Since he's into offensive shock humor, his nicknames for everything is cancer or some variant.
Nah, that's crazy. Could you imagine though, for real, like somebody punch you in the stomach and the next week you get cancer? Oh no, you getting ranked off for real. You everybody finna call you cancer boy, Lukey Lou, all kind of stupid shit. Cause
Lukey Lou.
All kind of stupid shit. Cause think about it, like I'll punch you this week and next week you get cancer? Leukemia?
Low-key, he may needed to get punched in the gut. And he saved that boy life. They probably didn't even know he had leukemia. He got punched in the gut so bad that mama took him to the doctor and he actually got leukemia. Mm-hmm. Saved the little boy life. Mm-hmm. It was a miracle. Well, not miracle, but you know.
Right.
What I did. Oh, it's screenshots. Mm-hmm. What I turned to.
Keep going that way. Yeah, I think that should be next.
Next one says, when I was 12, the neighborhood Avon lady came by to drop off my mom's order one day. Mm-hmm. Avon lady told her that she had heard I slept with all my guy friends, including her son. She also refused to tell my mom who she had heard the rumor from. I lost my virginity at 20.
Could you? Well, first of all,
so
why is the Avon? Hold on, let me see. Let me read it.
It's given.
Go ahead.
If I understood that correctly, your mama told that rumor on you?
I don't know. Let's see. Mom, what it sounds like to me is the Avon lady is acting crazy and making stuff up. Like a crazy thing to do. When I was 12, the neighborhood Avon lady came by to drop off my mom's order one day. Avon lady told her that she had heard I had slept with all my guy friends, including her son. She also refused to tell my mom who she had heard this rumor from. Oh, so the Avon lady didn't want to tell the mom who she heard the rumor from.
Oh.
Because the Avon lady is the one who created it.
Oh, okay.
Right. Yeah. She's like, I lost my virginity at 20. But it's 12 when this shit happened. Yo, people are crazy, bro.
I was overweight as a kid. After sophomore year, I decided I wanted to lose weight and be more athletic. Spend the whole summer exercising and eating healthy. I lost almost 40 pounds. Came back to start junior year, and after a week, I had heard that I was dying of AIDS and cancer.
Yo, kidding me? Yo, go ahead.
And then it says an edit for all the people asking if I was in fact dying of cancer, and AIDS. Yep, I died.
Yo, no, it's crazy. Whatever. Listen, now it's funny. I really think that person has to be like black, because black folk, whenever you lose weight drastically, they
always be
assume
like,
you sick.
yeah,
you got to be dying.
You
Somebody got to
okay?
be.
You good?
Right, like I remember in high school, one of my friends, right? He I think he had either lost weight or whatever, and like what you call it, this girl had said to him like, "Boy, what's good with you? You sickly? Like what's up with you? Why you look like that? Like why you like you got like cancer or something?" And I'm like, bro, why is she ranking this man right now? She was going, and just because the man lost weight, like,
cause that's that how you say that? Generational curse that we need to break. Yeah. All black people don't need to be plump. Like, come on now.
Right.
We already be eating too good. We need to slow it down.
Right. We be eating too much bad food regularly. So yeah, we got to tighten up for real.
All right. So next one. It says that I am gay. This was started by a couple ladies who worked for me. They were aware that I'm married to a woman and we have a son. Yep. They refused to accept that I was straight because I didn't flirt with them or any other woman. I found it hilarious then, and it's still hilarious now.
Yeah, can you listen? Luckily enough, I've never been accused of being gay because I didn't want to talk to a girl or a woman or whatever. But I remember one time in high school, I think it was, I had a girl was like, "Oh, I think you cute." She, I ain't gonna hold you. She was hella aggressive. She's like, "I think you cute." I want your number. I was like, "I got a girlfriend." She was like, "What? What that mean? That don't mean nothing." I'm like, "Bro, what the fuck?" Like, I'm like, "Nah, I'm cool." Like, and she got even more hot that at the fact that I had a girlfriend, like, than anything. Like, just because you think I'm cute, sis, that's crazy. But listen, women be making up some crazy ass rumors about dudes, especially ones who don't want them. Oh no, he got to be gay. Like, no, why he can't just not like you? Like,
exactly, because he don't flirt with them. That don't mean he's gay. That means, you know what? He's taken. Right. He has a wife. Right. He and has kids. A child with this wife.
Right.
He is off the market. That's why he ain't flirting with you.
Exactly. Now that's crazy.
There are boundaries. Jesus.
No, that's crazy.
The next one says that 13-year-old me got that. Oh wait, that 13-year-old me got into a fight and won against 2 police officers. And it says, edit, yeah, it was pretty cool. No one messed with me for years.
Now that
sounds like something he started himself. Like,
right.
Okay.
Right. Listen, people just be making up all kind of shit. Especially, I've never been the type of person to make up rumors about myself, but I'm like, I wonder if I did, what would it be? It's an interesting thought.
My thing is, there's got to be older people that's saying this stuff or this one in particular, because I'm thinking 13-year-old self, what that is, like middle school?
Yeah.
When I was in middle school, we always, what a proof? Ain't nobody asked for proof. They just believed you offhand. Like,
it's a rumor you had to be there to see it, I guess. I don't know. That's a good question, though.
Nah.
They said, "Nah, we ain't believing that shit. We ain't that gullible."
Is this 2 and 1?
Yeah, go ahead and read the top one.
That I was... Hold on, sorry.
Go ahead.
That I was special needs because I hung out with special needs students a lot. But most people knew me and knew I wasn't special needs at all, but it kept up. And another one was that my twin brother and I were gay lovers because we're from California. This was when I first switched schools out of state, and that kept up until the teachers heard about it, made it a point to speak to the entire class about it.
Wow. Could you imagine being called gay, you're having a gay lover because you and your brother are twins? What? I don't even, and we're from California. Oh, excuse me, because we're from California and we're extremely free spirited. Oh man.
Or that he's special needs.
Right. Let's see. The next one says, when I was a kid, one of my cousins spread the rumor that I sacrificed puppies to Satan. What? Everyone in the family believed her, including my own mom, but no one ever confronted me about it or tried to investigate or get me help. They just stopped inviting me to family gatherings or getting me birthday presents. Also, I had a puppy at the time and she was healthy and alive. So where was I getting these puppies? Also, we were Jewish atheists. So we doubly don't believe in Satan. Years later, said my cousin, or excuse me, years later, said cousin is under investigation for multiple homicides. Wow.
Years later, that cousin
that
who
same
spread
cousin
that
is
rumor?
under investigation for multiple homicides. Right?
Damn, that's crazy because low key, the cousin could have spread that rumor back then as a joke, but she was trying to seek attention because she knew she was crazy in the head. Yeah. And like,
hold up. Wasn't she watching a show with a little kid who was a psychopath? What was it, New Amsterdam?
Yeah, it had one of the kids in the hospital.
Yeah. Now, and what was she like? What was her like? I know she used to be an extreme manipulator.
Manipulative.
Wow, that's crazy, yo. And if that cousin turned out to be a serial or under investigation for multiple homicides, that track. She might be.
The signs are there.
The signs is there.
When I was a kid, I would have brought that up in the family. See, when I was a kid, she said that I was killing puppies. It was probably her ass killing puppies. and look at her now. She killing people.
Exactly.
Crazy.
Exactly. Right. The next weirdest rumor that you ever heard about yourself, it says, I was asked if I was a lesbian in the 6th grade. I didn't know what that word meant. When they explained it, that it meant I liked girls more than boys, I wholeheartedly agreed that I was. It wasn't until days later that I realized they meant romantically. Yo, could you imagine? She's like, oh, I'm a lesbian. Da, 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 da. Nah, I realized it like, it's saying you like girls romantically.
Like who? I don't even understand.
What don't you understand?
Who even knew what a lesbian was back then to be asking somebody?
I don't know. I mean, but you know how kids are. Kids be coming up with like their own little stories or whatever, and they be making stuff up, like, especially because they know it's gonna be funny. They're gonna be like, all right, let me finesse. Like, I remember middle school. I remember in middle school that there was this girl who said to me, she was like, oh, I heard Terall, I heard so-and-so likes you. And I'm like, what? And then she told a girl the same thing about me. Like, oh, I heard Terall likes you. Right. So let's say the girl name was like, I don't know, Tina. So let's say the girl said, hey, Terall, you know that Tina likes you, right? I'm like, what? She like me? She was like, yeah, Tina like you. You got to talk to her. Da, 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 da. And then she'll go to Tina and be like, hey, Tina, Terall, he really feeling you. Like, what's good? Da, 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 da. And I'm like, nah, that ain't, so, and then I found, like, at first it was one time I actually dated a girl for like a couple weeks because of that. Cause like we ended up actually kind of liking each other. But the next time it happened, she said it with another one of my classmates. And like, we was like, what? Like, we in class all the time. We won't ever be making eyes or like trying to talk to each other or nothing. And then I remember one time we was coming down the steps in middle school, and she was like, the girl had said something to me and I had said something back. And then she was like, boy, you the one who liked me. I'm like, I don't like you. And I clocked. I was like, oh, sis out here finessing. Sis out here trying to, she over here playing middle school matchmaker. What the fuck? Like, we all in 7th grade. It ain't even that deep. But yeah, no, that shit was fun. But yeah. So let's see. I think I have just one more, right? So I had a coworker who was really introverted and always sat next to with this one girl at lunch. My coworkers thought he was either A, didn't have a chance with her, or B, he was gay. It amused me a great deal to tell them that they were married. Could you imagine? So this man having lunch with a woman every day, babe. And like they're like, no, he's either he don't got a chance or he's gay. Come to find out they married. Come to find out they married. When she finally told them, she was like, their looks were priced. Like the look on their face was priced. High fucking layers. But yeah. What you was gonna say though, baby?
So he having lunch with his wife every day, and randomly the girl thinks what?
The girls are like, hey, he don't got no chance with her at all. Like she's like way out of his league. Like, and on top of that, he introverted. So you know how women be thinking, oh, because dudes look a certain way or whatever, or they act a certain way, like, oh, he's super shy. He don't got no chance with that lady. She too pretty for him, or this, that, and the third. And then, or B, like he's gay because there's no way he just having lunch with her every day and not trying to, kind of find out they married. But because he's an introvert, this nigga must be,
That's what it mean by mind your business.
Exactly. Because I feel like that's really, really a good another breakdown or whatever. So what was your favorite part of the trip and your favorite place to eat? Let's start with that.
Well, first, let's say, because we mentioned it in a prior episode. I can't remember what, like we were going on trips, but we couldn't really say nothing about this trip. Only because we were going to New Orleans to surprise a friend for his birthday. Yeah. So I just want to put that out there. Yeah. So,
and for your birthday, low key.
Yeah, low key my birthday, even though my birthday consisted of flying back home.
Yeah. True.
My favorite part of the trip, I don't know. I don't think I have a favorite part of the trip. I just enjoyed not being at work and not being at home.
Yeah. What was your favorite food place though?
Honestly, it might have to be the last place that we went to.
Ooh, what was that? What was
Drago's?
It? Yeah, Drago's. Yeah,
I'm kind of upset that we went there last because I would have loved to eat there again for a second time. Because the gumbo there.
Hey, fire. The gumbo, I ain't gonna hold you. Drago's gumbo was, I ain't gonna lie, that was the best food.
And I didn't really want gumbo. I didn't want to go to New Orleans to get like gumbo and I'm about to say jambalaya.
Jambalaya. I thought you was gonna say jollof. Go ahead, though, yeah.
And get jambalaya.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, I could probably make that myself. Like, I don't want to.
Nah.
But, and I think maybe because in the past, I've never had really good like gumbo or jambalaya. So I'm like, I want to try it. I did try the crawfish at Touffet at one place. It was good. Maybe I have to try it somewhere else, but they had it on their menu. Probably should try it there. But the gumbo there was so good. And like the chicken that was in it, it just had like some type of smoke flavor to it.
Yeah.
It was good. I could probably make gumbo.
Yeah. Listen, you might have to. It's crazy because granted, like they have a bowl, they have a cup, and then they have a bowl. The cup is like maybe let's say $9, and the bowl was like $16. So because me and you wanted to share that shit, I was like, you know what, baby, get the bowl because it's bigger. We'll both be able to have that. Fam, I had my little catfish, whatever, my regular stuff. But then I was like, let me go have some of that goddamn gumbo. Family, I tasted this gumbo. Damn, I lost my mind. I lost my top, but I was like, ooh, this shit hit.
Yeah, and that place had the oyster sauce that was good.
Yeah, they had the char grilled oysters from there was fire, and even the what you call the oysters, the raw oysters is pretty decent too.
Yeah, I'm an oysters person. So I had to get the raw and the charbroiled oysters because I want the best of both worlds.
Right. Shoot. And I mean, my fish was fire. The fries was fire. But I feel like I kept kind of getting like similar food the whole trip.
That's because you don't eat certain things.
Yeah, I try to avoid certain things. I do because I'm like,
what was your favorite part?
My favorite part of New Orleans, I think. Well, clearly, I think I'm gonna have to get a generic answer of like seeing Shaq and vibing out. Also, too, going to the plantation. like, cause you know me, I'm a history buff. So like learning new shit is always gonna be like top tier on my list.
It was interesting, but I just wish I heard like more interesting stories. That's what remember what I said when we was in New Orleans.
Yeah.
I would love to go to a plantation or do some type of tour like the plantation.
Yeah.
But from a Black person's perspective.
Yeah, that's the one
like
part
I want to
like.
hear from the slaves' perspective, not just to look at the little thing. This is their quarters.
Yeah.
This is that. Here's the rich white people. This house they lived in here.
Right.
Nah.
Because yeah.
Give me a plantation. I think I would enjoy it more if I had a plantation tour that were from the perspective of the Black slaves.
Right.
Because they've been through a lot. So that's going to be very interesting. I don't want to hear about these crackers.
For real. And on top of that too, I mean, I have mixed feelings about even having a Black tour guide, because it's like, to have a Black tour guide on that land is like, are we still slaves because of that? But it's also like, to have them there, and as long as they actually like are for the community for real, and not just there to just make a buck or whatever. It might be interesting because they'll be able to properly explain what's going on and give you some more of that Black perspective. You know what I'm saying? It was, our tour guide was a white woman, and most of the people who worked there were white, and the land that it still sits on is still a sugarcane what you call it, plantation, and you feel me? So like, it's like, really, bro, like, the same things that been going on, they still own the shit. They still own and operate the same land and plantation that these rich French white people owned from back in the 1800s. So that shit crazy. That's the part that I didn't like, but I still like the experience of going there and like seeing what it looked like and understanding the history even up close and personal, because I know it from books, but I don't know it like actually seeing it and knowing like, oh, the slaves had to dig ditches like maybe a mile long, or this, that, and the third. And it's interesting how a lot of times white people will say Black people are so lazy, they're so this, but then like looking at all the stuff that we had to do during slavery and after, there's no way lazy people could have ever even done half of that stuff and did it properly, and it still lasts to this very day. And we still consider it lazy. That's the part that be fucking me up. Like, hell no.
An only cool thing I liked about it's cool and fucked up at the same part.
Yeah.
You remember in the dining room of the plantation, the fan? I was like, oh, that's interesting how they had the fan, but it was fucked up how it operated. They had a slave child in the corner pulling the cord to make the fan swing back and forth.
Yeah, swing back and forth. It's like it looks like, I don't even know what you would call it.
It looks like not completely like that. Let's minus the finger holes. It looks like what you call them?
Brass knuckles?
Yeah, brass knuckles. Almost. Without the finger holes. It was open like that to the ceiling. So you imagine that big hole allowing air to go through, but they had like a rope hanging from it that a slave child had to be in the corner pulling the rope back and forth so it actually swings.
It acts as a fan.
Yeah, that was fucked up. But the what do you call it?
The actual fan itself?
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
Okay.
I didn't expect that to be a fan. I was like, oh, I thought it was some type of decoration. And then I'm looking at the rope. I'm like,
Yeah, we'll definitely have to include some pictures. I mean, granted, at that part of the tour, we couldn't take pictures on the inside of the house. Anyway, but
which is weird.
Yeah, which is really.
But they said you couldn't take pictures because, like, while you're in one part of the house, there's another tour group in another part of the house. So they try to do it as quickly and smooth as possible to rotate people through the house. Yeah, but still, like.
But if we find pictures, I'm gonna definitely like put it up on this part of the video, because on this part of the pod, because like I want people to see for themselves what we talking about and how it looks. But yeah, no, it was interesting. I feel like they try their best to kind of be accommodating. And funny enough, it was me, you, Taylor, Shaq. So it was 5 Black people in a room full of maybe like 40 people, and everybody else is like white or like maybe white Hispanic. So like we was the only black people in there, and I feel like low key we was getting these looks like, we're so sorry what happened to you. It's like, don't look at me crazy. Like just go ahead and enjoy the tour like the rest of us. Whatever. Funny enough, we was lit. Or I was lit. I had 2 shots right before we went inside.
Yeah, we took shots on the plantation for the ancestors.
For the ancestors one time for them, So a little libation or whatever, man. So that was interesting. Okay, you found the picture. Okay,
yeah,
good.
And it's exactly how the one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they actually have it, the Oak Alley.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so good. Yeah, and that's the name of the plantation that we went to, Oak Alley. It wasn't too expensive. I mean, it's probably like an hour each way from New Orleans. It's an hour there and then an hour back, clearly, by bus. It probably cost around $70 per person, something like that. But they, you get in for free. You get in, you get the bus ride, and then they got a restaurant on property and all that stuff. So yeah,
I was gonna say something was in that food we had at that plantation, because the way that we knocked out on that bus.
Oh yeah, everybody was knocked out, and even I don't knock out. I don't knock out on car rides at all. Granted, I'm normally driving, but still.
Yeah, you normally driving, but even then, even on flights, I very seldom catch you sleeping on the flight. Yeah. Unless you like super tired.
Yeah, or super
because
late.
I didn't sleep on the drive there. I read my book until I got a little sleepy then towards the end. Yeah. But on the ride back, I ain't even pick up a book. That itis hit so hard. I don't know what was in that po' boy. And I ain't had nothing heavy. I had a fried green tomato po' boy. That was also good. Mm-hmm. It was something about the fried green tomatoes that was making a sandwich.
Right. And I had fish. I had fish a lot this goddamn trip.
Yeah, because you need to venture out and try new stuff.
I mean, I guess I didn't want a whole bunch of fried food because my sniffles or whatever. But I mean, granted, I still worked out, so I probably should have just had whatever. I mean, I had a po' boy when we went to the place on Bourbon Street or in the French Quarter. I had beignets. I had like other stuff, and I tried some of your food, so we was okay. I mean, I did what I did. You know what I'm saying? So my next question though is, would you go for a Mardi Gras?
I feel like I want to, but I'm also scared to. Only because I've seen videos since we got back. Yeah. Not videos of Mardi Gras, but some people saying that when you go to Mardi Gras, like, don't be all thinking that you know everything. Because it's, I guess, in Mardi Gras, they have different groups of people and different parts set up. Yeah. So you might have, I don't even know what groups they got. So this over there, they over there. You might be in the wrong place at the wrong time when something pop off type shit. Yeah. I ain't really trying to be a part of that. Like, if should have got that Uber driver name, I'll be with her. She sound like cool people.
Yeah, she do. That Uber driver was telling us
she was telling us about Mardi Gras. She said the whole point of Mardi Gras is for you to catch the bees. If the bees fall on the floor, don't you pick up no damn bees. Yeah. She said you don't know what you finna catch off of them bees. The people just step in and all this other stuff. Like, if you ain't catch it, let it go.
Right. And she was saying too that like the reason why that is because Mardi Gras is on the road, the same streets where most of the homeless people live.
Yeah, they said they clear out the homeless before Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras, so that's where, and I'm like, dang, that's crazy. But capitalism, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? They trying to make the streets appear as normal as possible or whatever, But yeah, man, that's.
She said that next year it might be a time to be had though, because of the Super Bowl. She said it's gonna be like Mardi Gras for like the whole month. She said or something like that.
Yeah, because the Super Bowl is in February clearly, and then Mardi Gras is in March. So between
but they
the Super
pushing
Bowl,
back some like parades and stuff, or pushing forward some parades.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a good amount of time where. Between that second week of February and I can't remember when Lent is next year, but because Mardi Gras always falls before that. Fun fact, Mardi Gras means Fat Tuesday for those who want to know what Mardi Gras means. But yeah, so Mardi Gras always starts on that Tuesday.
I never want to know what Mardi Gras means.
I mean, and Lent always starts on Wednesday. I didn't even know it had a definition. I mean, it's just a French word, so but yeah. And also crazy enough, man, when we was in New Orleans. So we was at a place called Blue Bayou, right? And mind you, it's 46 degrees, but it feels like 41 degrees outside, right? So we get inside, whatever. we get our waters or whatever. And as I get my water,
Well,
I'm good.
wait.
Go ahead.
So we went to Blue Bayou. First thing you walk in, we noticed that it is pretty much a black establishment. Like
black
everybody
owned, black
named
run.
mama working in there was black, and then funny enough, all the dudes pretty much had dreadlocks, which was strange. And I'm like, was that rehearsed? Like, did y'all plan this out? I don't know.
Yeah.
So we was like, okay, the food might be bumping because.
And as soon as we get in, the hostess who's at the stand and our waiter, they get into a little, not an argument, but they get into a little debate, and they
like a fun debate, like a little funny, whatever,
fun
back and
banter.
Forth.
Yeah. So we like, oh yeah, y'all know black folk, this food about to be slapping. So we go sit down, and
he bring us our waters and stuff, and then I think he puts, I'm gonna say babe instead of Terrell. I think he's put your water down first.
Right.
He puts my water down, and then he reaches to put Terrell's water down.
No, Taylor's water down.
Taylor water down.
And then last but not least,
the last water was on, those little round trays that waiters be coming out with drinks. Yeah. He had on that, but it was kind of like more to the offside of it, so it wasn't balanced. And water dropped and fell right on Terrell pants.
Right on my pants. Right on my khaki cargo or khaki jogger pants, fam. And what's crazy about it is he reached across me when he could have went around me. He could have went right around, because where I was sitting at, you could have just went right around to my left side, and he could have just placed the water on my left side without even having to cross my body. But he literally reached over my body and put the water on the table. And in that whole process, I got water all over my pants, like I done pissed myself. I'm like, and on top of that, they don't have dryers in the bathroom. So I'm over here with the pissy looking pants. You feel me? And it's khaki, so it's going to show that it's wet. And I'm just like, bro, like, what the fuck?
And then after that, the service kind of went downhill.
Yeah, because I feel like he was embarrassed, so he wasn't taking our orders quickly
and stuff like that. But what I didn't like is because, I'm an observant person. What I didn't like is that he was kind of giving other waiters misconstrued stories about what happened.
Yeah.
So I've noticed that he told the first black dude that was helping clean up the mess and stuff. Yeah. He was telling him that, oh man, you see what happened? I accidentally dropped. He told him the right story, but then I think he kind of told the hostess lady a different story. It was like, oh, you see that people be bumping into people. It's kind of like he said he got bumped into, which means him drop the water. And I'm like, who bumped into who? Because nobody was there, but you.
But you, exactly.
I'm confused, and I'm like, all right, whatever.
Right.
So, and then while he was cleaning up, cleaning the water, he did say he was going to take care of your tab. So I said, we're going to get the most expensive things on the menu.
Keep in mind, too, this is a cashless establishment, so you got to pay by card. So, yeah.
Yeah, so when first thing comes to mind, when somebody say they finna take care of the tab, boom, they just going to remove it from the check. Exactly. You got a free meal, right? So I'm thinking, okay, bet, we can get the highest thing on the menu, and that's that. No, what he meant by take care of your meal was he was going to slide you some money. Yeah. To take care of it. So he probably wasn't expecting you to get that expensive ass fish.
Yeah, and guess what? Granted, funny enough, I was gonna have a cheaper fish, but I was like, nah, since you fucked me over, I'm like, let me go ahead and let me run me all my shit. You feel me?
I think your meal was like 34, 30.
It's like 38, something like that. Yeah. And at the end of the meal, he was like, hey boss, look under the receipt. So he handed me a receipt with a $20 bill under. I'm like, bro, this ain't enough. This ain't $38. What the fuck? Like, and I'm like, you know what, whatever. We just gonna, mind you, I think I want to say too that there was a 18% included gratuity, so gratuity came out automatically, and on top of that, I wasn't gonna tip him anyway because I'm like, you done spilled water on my pants, and then you gave me a dub. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Nah, bro, I gotta tighten up, man. Blue Bayou, y'all gotta do right. AT&T and Blue Bayou is on my shit list for this week because y'all gotta tighten up. Like, what's really going on? But yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, shit. But yeah, so I have a question though, babe. What you think is what about New Orleans? What do you think is the most overrated part of the city and the most underrated part of the city?
Overrated?
Yeah. I'll give you an example for me. So I feel like the French Quarter is cool, but the most overrated part of the city is Bourbon Street. Because I feel like it's kind of just dirty. It's just there.
It
Everybody
wasn't
know
that
about
dirty
it
as it was last year.
originally. Yeah.
Like,
or the first
well,
time we
not
went.
last year, but
In
the first time
2018
we
when we
went.
Yeah.
I think because maybe then we had went too close to Mardi Gras around that time.
No, we went in October last time.
Oh, well,
So
just
maybe they cleaned it up for Mardi Gras and we got the after effects this time.
Oh, okay. That's probably what happened.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't too bad. It was just like, if you really go to Bourbon Street, it really ain't nothing to do but eat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they do have like a couple like music and clubs or whatever, but that ain't my vibe. So,
yeah. What else? Well, what do you think is the most underrated thing? Like the thing that people should look out for when they go out there? I think for me, it's the French market, right? Like that little strip of thing that's by Frenchman Street.
Oh, where we went and
where we got the glasses,
where you got your shades and stuff.
And got
yeah, because it's like it's almost like our version or the Miami version of Yellow Green Market.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's like a bunch of small businesses, basically like a pop-up shop, really.
Right.
But small businesses out there selling stuff that they either made or whatever. And like Taylor had got some earrings.
Right. They had some, I ain't gonna hold you.
They had deck of cards.
They had them playing cards. That was lit. The glasses was lit. I was contemplating buying a ring. What else they got? They got a whole bunch of clothes and stuff.
Like little food places.
So it's something to do. And the pralines, whatever you want to call them bitches. Listen, what was the name of that place? I can't remember the name of the place. If I could think of it, I'll say it. But they pralines, excuse me, fire. Top tier. I tasted a piece of it and I went to the bathroom. I was like, we need to get some of them.
Here's my thing with pralines. They good, but they mad sweet.
Yeah, they are. They are, but I like it.
And if you think about it, what it's made of is literally just sugar.
What is it made of? Because I don't know.
Like, I don't know if it's white sugar and brown sugar, but it's basically sugar melted down.
Yeah.
To a consistency. I don't know if they put anything else in it to thicken it up. Yeah. Don't know. But it's majority sugar and then they threw some pecans in it.
Yeah.
Like I ate it to get rid of it, but I had to eat that thing slow in small bites because it was just too much. I don't think I would get it again.
I might. I ain't gonna hold you.
And the texture was soft, but you know me and textures, it was just weird.
Yeah, and what kind of tree nut was in it? Was it pecans or whatever they call it? Pecans? Okay. Because I'm like, okay, those are pretty decent. I don't know. I like the sweetness.
I would prefer the sweetness is not bad, but when I think of if people who don't know what pralines is, it is a soft version of like a peanut brittle with pecans.
Yeah.
So not as hard and crispy as a peanut brittle, but it's like soft, not too soft, but it got a little give to it.
Yeah.
I prefer a brittle. Give me a brittle.
Okay.
I like the crunchiness of that than the softness. It was just weird.
Okay. So that you feel like that might be an overrated part of that. Okay.
They could keep that.
I enjoyed it though. I was fucking them shits up. And they got a few different chicken spots too, like Brothers Chicken. Raising Cane's is busting.
Brothers Chicken is in a convenience store, like the corner store type chicken.
Yeah, Raising Cane's is pretty good. Shaq wanted to try their Popeyes, but it's cool.
Popeye. You get that shit at home.
Yeah, we get that shit anywhere. But what else? What other restaurants is there, babe, that I can't think of any at the moment? Well, it is what it is. We'll figure it out.
Well, there was a restaurant that Taylor and Shaq had tried, Keys.
Yeah, Keys. I heard Keys. I guess
that was like a local chicken spot, but we didn't get to try that. So maybe next time.
Yeah. So, and baby, you want to tell them a little bit about the next trip we got coming up?
So our next trip, we going to Vegas.
Las Vegas. Yeah, hell yeah. I can't wait for that. We that's another place we got to try a whole bunch of food in. Because, listen, they be having a whole bunch of different restaurants.
Do they? I don't know. Is Vegas? It's not like New Orleans where they know.
Yeah, I mean, no, they're not known for their food, but they do got billions of restaurants. Like I told you, they have that $100 buffet in Caesar's
We're gonna
Palace.
have to figure out what buffet we want to go to. Since you trying to do a buffet, we got to figure out the right one.
No, but I heard about that one. I think last time we was there, we said we was gonna go to that one. We definitely hitting the sushi one again.
Are we?
You don't want to? Let me know now. I'm just giving out options because I
didn't think about doing that.
You didn't think about it? Okay, so you want to do all different things this time?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we'll figure out.
Because last time we was there for like 3 days. That's it.
Yeah, true.
And half of that time we spent doing freaking timeshare shit. So
this
time we are not getting caught up in that bitch.
Yeah, hell nah. Fuck that.
No.
Speaking of which, I gotta call our hotel that we staying at and ask them about their parking and how much it costs and stuff too. Because I know it's like a little fee. Like per day, it might be like $20 a day or whatever it is. So I just need to make sure I know before we go.
Is this coming out before we go?
What? This? Yeah, definitely.
Before we go to Vegas?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so in the comments of
this video on YouTube.
The video on YouTube, let us know the best places that we should enjoy
for Vegas.
Like food-wise.
Right.
Food-wise and like what's some
touristy stuff?
Yeah, I guess adventures. I don't know.
Yeah.
The proper verbiage I'm trying to think of. But food-wise, let us know what food spots to go to. And don't let us know. I mean, you can if you want to, but don't let us know no like chain stuff. I want to go to like the local spots. So if like you live in Vegas, where you eating at?
Right.
Because you ain't going to In-N-Out every day.
Right.
If you is, that's your business. But
yeah. I know one fast food spot I definitely got to stop at.
Yeah, you want to go to Fat Burgers.
Yeah, I got to. Just one time for one time. See what it's hitting on. I could be wrong.
I almost wanted to try In-N-Out again, but like eat it in the parking lot because we got it and then took it to the hotel. But the hotel was like right there, so it wasn't that long. But it was just...
It just was mid. It just didn't...
It's like I need to give it another try because ain't no way that it didn't hit that like it was supposed to hit.
Hey, maybe that could be our first meal when we get there.
Maybe, yeah.
We could go there, eat in the parking lot, then check into the hotel. Boom, call it a whole day. I like that. I like that idea. Well, we'll see. We probably ain't finna eat land at and when we land in Houston for that little time, whatever, we gonna be there. But
unless I find something decent enough,
maybe
they got a barbecue stuff that wasn't on the website. Then
yeah,
that's the next place I want to go to. There's a couple places I want to go to, but my monies ain't together for multiple trips this year. I mean, not outside of the 3 that we have planned. I want to go to some part of Texas. Yeah. Whatever Texas got the best barbecue, I want to be there.
Right.
And then I also want to go to DC.
Yeah. Definitely got to go to DC. Definitely got to go to DC.
Yeah, I want to go to DC.
And
that's all I got from now. I want to go other places, but the first top 2 that's on my brain right now is DC and Texas, just for the barbecue, because and probably look at houses because I don't know.
Yeah. Exactly. All right, Vic. So you might not like me for this little next segment. I want to kind of give you a geography quiz. Because, I'm a history major.
I'm a fail already.
It's cool. It's cool. People in the comments and people at home, y'all can play along as I ask these questions. Because as a history major, I got to make sure my wife is up to date. Because I ain't going to tell them what you said about that place that you didn't know was part of the U.S.
Saturday?
Yeah. You want me to tell them? It don't matter. But it is what it is. So okay. So I'm gonna give you a sample question.
I mean, first. I already kind of gave it up by saying it's A.
Yeah, you did. You did. She ain't no fam. She ain't know that Alaska was part of America. I was like, how? I'm a whole history major as your husband.
I thought you needed a passport.
Nah, you ain't need no. Hawaii, Alaska, and Puerto Rico. No passports.
I knew about
needed.
Puerto Rico and Hawaii. But Alaska, I just thought...
And we found out about USVI, no passport.
Oh, the Virgin Islands,
yeah. All right, so I'm going to give you questions like, for example, it's going to ask about directions, like northeast, southwest, whatever, right? So for example, if I say what city is immediately south of, what major city is immediately south of us, you could say something like Miami, right? Or what city is what major city is immediately north? Fort Lauderdale, right?
Okay. All right.
Et cetera, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, ready for the first question?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it says, if you were in South America and flew east to Australia, which continent would you fly over? Okay. So I'll give you. I got answer choices for you. I got answer choices for you.
That's not the point. The point is that when you immediately listen, I'm about to embarrass the hell out of myself. When you said South America, I'm like, South America. What is South America?
Brazil, Argentina, Chile,
And
all
then
the
you
places.
said fly over to to who?
So okay, question again. All right. If you were in South America and flew east to Australia, so you're going from South America, Australia, got me? Which continent would you fly over? A, Antarctica, B, Asia, C, Africa, D, North America.
I'm gonna go with my intuition and say Africa.
C is correct. Africa is correct. Very good.
Because before you even gave out the option, I was like, is it Africa?
Yeah, there you go. You good. See? So that's what I'm saying? It's gonna tell you about northeast, southwest, whatever. Yeah, listen.
Okay.
All right. Number 2. If you were in Europe and went south, which continent would you end up in? A, Africa, B, South America, C, North America, D, Australia.
And if I was in where?
If your question again is, if you were in Europe and went south, which continent would you end up in? A, Africa, B, South America, C, North Africa, D, Australia.
Is it North America?
No, man.
South America?
If you were in Europe and you flew south, you would end up in Africa. All right, here, look. You can look at the map quickly.
Because Europe is where?
Europe is north. Right.
What are we? We're north.
We're North America, right?
Right? That's why. Okay.
Yeah, we're North America. So right across, or east of us is Africa. Is further south.
Wait, so Europe is north of us?
Yeah, mostly.
That's why I thought North America.
No, baby. But
you said south.
Think about it. If we're in Europe already and we fly south,
we going to North America.
No, because we're east. We're further south, but
so we're southeast.
Or excuse me, we're not east. We're further west.
So we southwest.
Extremely southwest, like across the Atlantic Southwest. Okay. So yeah. All right. So okay, let's go on to the next question. All right.
I was close.
You were. Well, all right. Number 3. Which continent is not touching any other continents? Damn. Okay. Which continent is not touching any other continents? A, Antarctica, B, Europe, C, Africa, D, Asia. One more time. Which continent is not touching any other continents? A, Antarctica, B, Europe, C, Africa, D, Asia.
Africa?
Let's make sure. Nope. The correct answer is Antarctica. It's the only one that's at the bottom pole by itself. And Africa is touching like part of Saudi Arabia and Asia. So yeah. All right. Let's see. Last question. What's going on my phone? Hold up. All right. So the last question is, which ocean touches South America's western border? One more time. Which ocean touches South America's western border? Ready for the answer choices? A, Arctic Ocean, B, Pacific Ocean, C, Indian Ocean, D, Atlantic Ocean. One more time. Which ocean touches South America's western border? The western border. A, Arctic Ocean.
Stressing
B,
western like that's gonna make it.
A, the Arctic Ocean. B, Pacific Ocean. C, Indian Ocean. D, Atlantic Ocean.
Pacific Ocean?
Very good. The Pacific Ocean is correct. Good job. Good job.
2 out of 4.
Okay. Do you want to try one more question or we good?
Oh, I thought you said that was the last question.
That was, but I got one more just in case.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. So, which of these oceans is not touching North America?
Okay.
Okay. Remember, North America. Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's us. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Which of these oceans is not touching North America? A, the Indian Ocean. B, Pacific Ocean. C, Arctic Ocean. D, Atlantic Ocean. One more time. Which of these oceans is not touching North America? A, Indian Ocean. B, Pacific Ocean. C, Arctic Ocean. D, Atlantic Ocean.
It's not touching North America.
Not touching it.
When they say about touching, it's like
it doesn't bring. It's
we ain't
not
got no
on
beach.
the coast. It's not on the coast of it. Yeah.
Arctic.
Ooh, that was the hinder. I get it, but no, it's Indian.
I knew it.
It's Indian.
My
it's
gut
Indian.
said Indian.
Yeah,
my gut said Indian Ocean. As you was reading the option, I was like Indian Ocean.
Yeah,
Indian
always
Ocean.
go with your first mind.
But then you said when I could ask for clarification about not touching, I was like, if Arctic is all the way down there, how we touching it? Like so, Arctic.
So and that was the what do they call that in education? I can't remember the name. That's the distractor, right? So think about it. The Arctic Ocean is north, so that's Canada. Remember, North America includes Canada, so since it touches Canada, it counts. So Indian Ocean is the correct answer.
I'm gonna say I got that right because in my mind and spirit, I said Indian.
You're right. You funny. Nah, but man, before we close out, I want to do just one little thing. Talk about some of the things. So this week at work, my students at the after school care center where I work, they had to do a Black History show since it is the tail end of February, right? So I just wanted to bring up two people know them, but I feel like they don't know much about them. So one of the people is Sojourner Truth. Sojourner Truth is a Black woman who was born in, I think it's Ulster County, New York in 1797, I want to say. You know, a little bit of her famous moments was her speech, Ain't I a Woman, you know, and basically saying that women have a place, and she fought for Black rights and women's rights, which she's a quite an interesting figure in history that I feel like a lot of people need to know about her. You know, a little bit more libation for the ancestors. Another person too who I think needs a lot more credit than she's getting is a lady named Ida B. Wells, right? Ida B. Wells was, for all intents and purposes, one of like the leaders of one of the struggles that we faced, especially in the anti-lynching times in the late 1900s. So in like the late around, I want to say 1896, she started her campaign, her anti-lynching campaign in Chicago, and she wrote a whole bunch of letters, and she started documenting what was happening to different Black business owners, Black men, Black women, Black children, and explained a lot of the things that were going on in the South that a lot of people weren't privy to in the North. And she kind of, she exposed a lot of the lies and the reasons behind a lot of the lynchings, why they happened, you know, like, so she, for example, everybody knows about the Rosewood or the Tulsa, Oklahoma riots. She would have wrote that, hey, the reason why this happened was because a lot of white people are jealous of Black people and their wealth and that they're accumulating. And so they bombed the town, even though they used the excuse of rape. So she shed a lot of light on a lot of stuff that a lot of people wouldn't have known about had she not did her activism and her work. So, you know, shout out to them. Shout out to Sojourner Truth and Ida B. Wells, man. But yeah, man. Any more thoughts before we close, baby? I feel like we in church.
No.
No. But yeah. All right, y'all. So it's been Relationship Wise. Remember, if y'all rocking with us, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Leave a 5-star review on any of the audio streaming platforms.
Also, follow our IG page, Relationship Wise.
Follow
Wise is WHYS.
Yes. Relationship Wise, WHYS. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. And we'll see y'all next week. Peace out.
Peace.